up, world? It's me, Hannah, and welcome to the first video-ish on my channel. I think I have other videos, but we're not going to count those because today is the first day of recording again, and my hair looks awful, don't look. So, big things are happening, and I figured every week I could feature a segment called Driving with Hannah, where we don't use the phone while we're driving, but after we drive and park, then we use the phone. And, we can record and talk. So, let me tell you about my morning. Well, let me tell you about yesterday first, because we didn't do a segment yesterday, we're going to do it today. I got my car yesterday. Whoop whoop! It's a Chevy Malibu. She's kind of cute. I can show you what she looks like, but it's going to be hard to set the camera up again, so maybe there'll be like a clip. Probably not. Don't bet on it, because I'm awful at editing. But anyway, yeah, I got her. She's a Chevy Malibu. She's adorable. Anyway, so that was a blessing that we were able to get a car at a reasonable price, and it really comes in handy at school. I discovered I'm awful at parking, because I used to drive. I don't know if you knew, like, you don't know that, because I never put a video up there talking about that, but I used to drive a Isuzu Rodeo. It was adorable. His name was Dino. And I think this car is going to be a girl this time. I was going to make it a guy car and name him the son of Dino, after my other car that died because I got it in a wreck. But that didn't happen because my mom came up with the name Gypsy. It's a long story. It's not what it sounds. It's not like one of those weird controversial names. It actually has to do with where I grew up. And I'm thinking about calling it Roma, which is our word for gypsy. And I think I'm going to do that because Roma, I think I like that better than gypsy because not everyone understands the context behind it. If you want to hear why I named her Roma, gypsy, whatever, you can comment down below and maybe I'll put the little story down there. It's not even like a funny story or an interesting story. It's just I grew up with gypsies, and my mom used to call me a little gypsy girl because I was just like them in culture. I was very much like them. It's just where I grew up in Croatia, in the country I grew up in. So that's why her name's Roma. It happened yesterday at church. Some kids called me a gypsy, and it happened. It's not racist or anything. Just want to get that out there so no one thinks that that's what it is. It's because my best friends are gypsies, actually, because that's who I grew up with. Those were my people overseas, and so it kind of reminds me of them. Okay, one second. I need to get my life together. Okay, anyway, so yesterday I got my car, discovered I'm awful at parking, named her Roma, and so now I am at a bookstore. It's called Full Circle Bookstore. If I can do editing, I'm so bad at editing. I'll download a little app on my tablet or something. I don't know, probably not. We'll see what happens. And I'll try to edit it. There's someone in that car next to me. It's a Mustang, and they're looking at me. It's kind of weird. But yeah, so anyway, so yesterday I got my car. My parents, I saw them for the last time before they head overseas. And I'm supposed to see them hopefully next spring. We'll see what happens. I'm supposed to graduate then, but at the same time, I'm a little bit behind and don't know if I can catch up in time. I'm not ashamed to say that. I am behind in school. I failed some classes. Some of my classes from my freshman year didn't transfer to my second year because I transferred colleges. So it's just a lot of things. It's not just I failed classes. That's like the main thing. I didn't take school seriously, and just for anyone going into college, if you're becoming a spring semester student or you're thinking about this fall going to college, take it very seriously, because once you start doing college, you're like, oh, I can make that class up. No, it's way harder than it sounds. It's going to take a long time to make it up, and if you couldn't, with the workload you had, if you couldn't get it, past that class, how are you going to pass it when you already have a workload and have to add that class on top? So I'm probably going to be here an extra year. That's my goal, is like, I honestly want to be here an extra year, because not only do I want to make up the classes that did not transfer and that I did not pass, I also want to take a couple extra classes that I wouldn't have been able to take otherwise. So we'll see what happens, but if I do graduate next spring, a year from now, whoa, a little over a year from now, that's crazy, a year and 3 months, oh my goodness, I'm going to be a senior this year, whoa, but if I do end up graduating, then that's when I'll see my parents again. So yeah, they're back in Texas, and they're with my brother and his kid and wife and my sister-in-law or whatever. And so, yeah, so that's what's happening. That's what happened yesterday. Today was my first day, my first actual day. Because yesterday I drove the car back to my dorm by myself without my parents. Excuse me, coffee. Ugh. Coffee breath. Yesterday, I drove it back by myself. This morning was my actual first. I am so crooked. But no, I'm not. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought that car was looking at me. I mean, the person in the car. Anyway, and so today's my first actual day being by myself, driving where I want to go. I have an actual full day to do me. And so this morning, I started off by going to Mickey D's, and I got coffee. I got a hot caramel macchiato. It's really, really good. So some people don't know, I'm a little lactose intolerant. I don't do dairy. It's not like a thing I do because it does make my stomach kind of a little funky. But McDonald's does not have dairy-free options on their drinks. They have low-fat milk, apparently, skim milk or something, and then they have whole milk. And so I just go with whole milk. If I'm going to do milk, it's not like the milk that bothers me. It is the milk, but all milk's going to bother me. It doesn't matter if it's skim or whatever. It's not going to make a difference. So I just go the whole shebang and do whole milk. But anyway, so they had no options. But right now, so far, it's a little bit hurting my stomach. It's not like, you know, I have like intestinal issues. It's just like, it's weird. It's hard to explain. It's just a lot of pain and grossness. But I so far am doing pretty good. I'm not in a lot of pain, but you didn't need to know that. But it was just an interesting factoid. So I went to McDonald's. Then I attempted to go to Five Below, which is in the same kind of complex, like shopping area as McDonald's, and that didn't work because they were closed and they had an hour till they opened, and I work about 15 minutes from there, a little under that. And so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and drive over because there's this bookstore I wanted to go to, and I still have an hour and 42 minutes, 22 minutes until I start work. An hour and 22 minutes until I have to start work, and I work like literally, like, you know what, I'm gonna break character for a minute. Okay, you see that? No, you don't. Wait. If you can see the mall back there, you can't see it. It's okay. There's a mall back there, right past those bushes. I promise. It's like I can see it from here. I don't know how. Maybe you could see it, and I just like. Oh, there it is. That's the mall, right there. Like this area. Oh wait. I'm going closer. There you go. Right there. That's the mall. That's like the tip of the mall. That's where I work at JCPenney's, and so I got it to work. It's a little bit different, but it's okay. Anyway, and so I'm gonna go there, but I wanted to go to the bookstore. I have about an hour and a half. I don't know if you can buy books books here, or if it's a library or what. They have a coffee place. I already got coffee, but if I drink it all by then, I may get more coffee because I'm a little addicted. Not addicted. I'm obsessed with coffee. Because it's so good and it wakes me up. But yeah, so that's literally in the car with me. So yeah, there's not gonna be any editing. Forget about it. I may like do a separate video about Full Circle Bookstore. I can show you what it looks like. I'm going to turn the camera around for this. I just want you guys to know that I really love you. I don't know. Can you see that? Wait. You may not be able to see that. I don't know. Maybe you can, and I'm just like being dramatic. I'm just going to do like that. That's the front of the store, the bookstore. And I've never been in here. I've worked at Xoxo for so long, but oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. But I always get picked up at my mall because I used to have like the shuttle take me. And so now I get to be an adult, and I get to go to the bookstore before I go to work. And so I'm really excited. I don't know if you can buy books. Hopefully you can, because I didn't want to look for some school books that I've been needing, because I haven't actually, I bought one of my school books, two of my school books, three of my school books. I have like 10 at least. So school starts Friday is when everyone moves in. I move in on Tuesday. I get to move in before everyone because I'm already on campus. It's a weird thing. But it's because they have to make sure the rooms are clean for the other students coming in. It's a weird story. I'm not going to get into that because we're already at 8:30. But anyway, so yeah, I move. School starts and I have notebooks. So I should probably worry about that. If worst comes to worst, I'll borrow my friend's book, but that's not going to happen because I need my books. So yeah. I probably should do that today, is make sure I get all my books. Because I'm ordering them online in different places because it's cheaper than ordering it from my school. So, budgeting. Anyway, I'm at like 10 minutes almost, so I'm going to cut it off here. Thank you so much for stopping in to my car. You didn't really stop in, you just clicked on a video and I'm here. I really enjoyed doing this. This was fun. It's not like something I really do. I did YouTube, as you know. You'll see on my channel there's a lot of corny videos, hauls, and stuff that I'm really bad at. And so I don't have to tell you that I'm bad at videos. And so you can always tell I'm awkward in the videos. It's something I don't do. So this was interesting, and I really enjoyed it, actually, getting to talk to someone. Plus, I'm going to go crazy if I'm sitting here by myself for the next 15 minutes until they open. So yeah, anyway, it was so good to talk to y'all. Kind of, that sounded weird, but it was very good. Anyway, y'all have a good one, and stay cool. Make sure that everything you do with a smile, because smiling is contagious. Not like that. No. That was a bad idea. Anyway, y'all have a good one. I'm gonna awkwardly stop the camera. Bye!